Her stomach ached from hunger, her back ached from work, and her heart ached from betrayal. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw faces twisting in anger and malice. She could hear whispers behind every corner, accusations piling one upon another. She prayed, but the silence seemed unbroken. And yet, even in her deepest despair, she did not curse or strike back. She did not lie or steal. She continued helping anyone who came to her, even as the villagers avoided her. She moved like a shadow of herself through streets that had once welcomed her. The seventh day dawned with an oppressive heat. The villagers were already gathering in the courtyard before the palace. Some stared at her with triumph, others with disgust. She walked quietly behind them, her head bowed, her hands trembling, her eyes dry from nights of crying. The chief opened the black book, the crowd leaning forward, murmuring with anticipation. The king's guard stood stiff and silent. Her name was read aloud. "Amora," the chief said, voice echoing across the courtyard, "what do you say for yourself?" She said nothing. The crowd erupted, shouting accusations, calling her evil, demanding she be punished. The elders nodded grimly. Even the children who had once adored her stayed silent, afraid to speak. It seemed that every good thing she had done had been forgotten. Every act of kindness was drowned in the roar of lies. Amora stood there, the black book before her, the weight of 7 days pressing down like a mountain. The sun beat down, the air thick with tension, and the villagers' voices formed a storm around her. She felt utterly alone. She had done nothing wrong, yet the world seemed determined to destroy her. And in that moment, with the crowd shouting and the king frowning, she thought quietly of one small act she had done long ago, a secret kindness that might, somehow, reach beyond the walls of injustice. But she could not see how it would save her. All she could do was stand and endure. The day of the festival arrived with loud drums and forced smiles. The village of Olorisa had never looked so alive, yet beneath the music was a dark hunger. People dressed in their best clothes, but their hearts were hard. They had already agreed on one thing: Amora must die. Before the sun rose fully, guards went to where Amora was kept. She had not slept. Her eyes were swollen from crying, her body weak from hunger, her spirit tired from waiting. They tied her hands loosely and led her through the village. People lined the paths, staring, pointing, whispering. Some insulted her. Some threw dust. Others watched in silence, afraid or ashamed. She did not beg. She did not shout. She walked slowly, each step heavy, each breath painful. At the palace square, the king sat on his high seat. Beside him were the elders, the chiefs, and the men who had hated Amora from the beginning. The black book lay open on a wooden table. The king looked at the crowd and raised his hand. "People of Olorisa," he said, "you have brought accusations against this woman. Are you all agreed that she is guilty?" The crowd answered loudly, almost eagerly. "Yes. She is evil. She deserves death." The king nodded. "Then let it be known that Amora will be killed today, after the festival, so that justice may be seen by all." A deep cry rose from the crowd. Some cheered. Some clapped. Amora's knees almost gave way, but she steadied herself. Tears streamed down her face, but she made no sound. She looked at the ground and whispered a prayer, not for her life, but for strength to endure what was coming.